Red Sox and Astros. It is game 3 tonight. Red Sox fans, hit that like. Astros fans, hit that like if you feel good about your chances tonight. And everyone, be sure to subscribe if you're new. We are live again. So if you're checking out the replay, you're going to get the Red Sox and Astros content. Those who are live will get additional content following the Game 3 preview. First question, who do you have winning? Comment live with me or comment below with who you think is going to win this game. Is Houston or Boston going to get it? This is to sort of tilt the series in your advantage, right? We head in with the series even at 1. Let's look at a quick recap of the series. Game 1, Houston took it 5-4. Framber Valdez, despite pitching well against Boston during the regular season, sucked in his appearance in Game 1. Choked, if you will. And Chris Sale also came out there, didn't look good. Something is something wrong with Chris Sale is a question. What's up with Chris Sale? 2 2/3, 5 hits, a walk. Hasn't looked good in the playoffs, and they need him. Coming up big for Houston, Altuve had the late homer. Correa, the late homer, went 3 for 4. So Houston takes Game 1. Game 2, Boston took it 9-5. The 2 grand slams carry the way, right? You had the J.D. Martinez grand slam in the first inning. You had the Devers grand slam in the second inning. Kike with another homer late in the game, but it's 9-5. Boston wins. Luis Garcia, who had, pitched okay against Boston and pitched well at home, did not pitch well in this game. And Nate Eovaldi, who went for Boston, did pitch well. Nate Eovaldi sort of leading the way. 5 1/3, 5 hits, 1 walk, 3 runs allowed, but he gave them a chance to win. He was given an early lead, so Nate Eovaldi, you like what you see there. So far in this series, really don't have anybody that's struggling. It's hard to identify struggles at this point. It's been 2 games, but Brantley is 1 for 9. Vasquez is 0 for 4. So on each side, there's one guy sort of dragging behind, and you sort of look at that as, those are guys that maybe you want to have step up heading into Game 3. So for Game 3, the starters, it is Eduardo Rodriguez for Boston, Jose Urquidy for the Astros, and we're going to dive into this. Red Sox fans, I don't know if you're going to be too thrilled about this. Okay, Rodriguez, 13-8 with a 4.74 ERA during the regular season. 0-1 in 2 starts with a 5.4 ERA this postseason. That's not great. Rodriguez, 2 starts during the Astros this year. The first was back on May 31st. He lasted 4 2/3, giving up 6 runs on 7 hits and 4 walks. He was roasted. In the second game was just a couple weeks later on June 10th. Again, only 4 2/3 innings, allowed 6 runs on 6 hits and 3 walks. Rodriguez, in his 2 starts, has been bad. Now, we do have some head-to-head data here. Not great. Sort of the big 3, if you will. Altuve, Bregman, and Correa have all done well. Altuve, 5 for 13 with a homer. Bregman, 5 for 12 with 2 homers. Correa, 6 for 10 with 5 walks. Correa seeing the ball very well out of Rodriguez's hand. What's more jacked up is Rodriguez is better away from Boston than at home. And this game is in Boston. A 5.95 ERA over 13 starts at home and a 3.95 ERA over 18 starts on the road. So you would rather have him starting in Houston, but obviously you're not going to trust him if you're down 0-1 to throw him out there Game 2. You got to get Nate Eovaldi out there. You got to lean on Eovaldi and Sale. So there's a chance here this could go ugly. Now, however, when Rodriguez gets run support, 3 or more runs, he's 12-2 on the season. So Boston has to score. They have to score runs. They have to show up knowing that, ready to score some runs. If they don't, it's trouble. Boston could be going to the bullpen early. Jose Urquidy, 8-3 with a 3.62 ERA during the regular season, and this will be his first appearance this postseason. He hasn't pitched since October 3rd, so you wonder if there's going to be any rust with Urquidy. He made 1 start against Boston this year. It was home in Houston, and he was very good. Struck out 9 over 6 innings, allowed 1 run on 1 walk and 3 hits. So he pitched well against Boston earlier in the season. This time, it'll be in Boston. So let's look at Urquidy's performance on the road versus at home. Now, he made the same amount of starts at home, 10 at home and 10 on the road. And on the road was 4-2 with a 3.86 ERA compared to 4-1 and 3.35 at home. So a little bit of an elevated ERA. But we see a wider gap with his whip. 0.90 whip at home, and on the road 1.07. Still good. That's the thing. It's still good. There's a better chance to get to him on the road. It's better than facing him at home, but it's not like he's getting rocked on the road. So you can't be too excited about facing Urquidy in Boston. It's not like the home and road splits for Rodriguez sits at. So we got to see what happens there. Urquidy, very limited head-to-head numbers against the Red Sox hitters. It is worth noting that coming in, Bogaerts, Devers, Kike, and JD Martinez are 0 for 10 with a walk combined and 6 strikeouts. Going to look for Renfroe to do something. He's 1 for 2 with a double. Vasquez and Verdugo both have a hit in limited at-bats. So it is not going well, right? It's not going well so far for Boston. This season, Urquidy has also been tough on hitters multiple times through the lineup. As we try to find some holes here, we don't find one in this spot. First time through the lineup, Urquidy, opposing hitters are hitting 238. The second time, it goes down to 192. And the third time, it's 228. So he's tough all 3 times he faces you. And even if you get that pitch count up, he's solid. A 213 batting average against from pitches 51 to 75 and 175 batting average against on pitches 76 to 100. Again, not a good sign. Now, you might think it's the playoffs. Maybe the moment will be too big for him. And, I tell Red Sox fans, I'm sorry, that's not going to work here either. He's thrown 25 2/3 playoff innings and has an ERA of 2.81 and 1.13 in the postseason. Pitched in the postseason in 2019 and in 2020. He doesn't walk many hitters, 96th percentile there with a 1.6 walks per 9 rate. Again, I'm giving Red Sox fans no good news. But, maybe we can try to change that here and kind of look at what is it going to take for Boston to win the game. I got to see Kike Hernandez keep it going here. 6-9 in the series. This is a game that they need him to keep that up. The Sox need to try to get to Urquidy in the first inning. His OPS against in the first inning is 809. After that, it dips to 656. 676, 365, and 697 from innings 2 through 5. And then, they'll pull them just to keep them fresh. They'll go to the bullpen in the 6th if they need to. So the first inning is where the OPS against is the highest, and that is where, quite frankly, Boston needs to try to jump on him. Now, how about Houston? How do the Astros win? Quite frankly, hit like they have all series. Each game they've scored 5 runs, and if Urquidy does what he's done all year long, he pitched well against Boston. The head-to-head numbers generally favor him. You can get through the lineup a couple times. You don't have to worry about a pitch count. There you go. The only thing you worry about is some rust because it has been so long since he last pitched, and that first inning. Last night, the Dodgers jumped on Ian Anderson in the first inning. It was the highest batting average allowed, or ERA, I'm sorry. His ERA in the first inning was highest it was in any inning. The OPS for Jose Urquidy, it's the highest in the first inning, so they have to jump on him. That's what it's got to take. Again, comment below. Who do you have winning this game? Are the Red Sox able to break through? Are the Red Sox able to break through and take care of business, get on Urquidy early, or does he hold them down and the Astros take a commanding 2-1 lead in Boston? I want you guys to comment below and let me know what you think on that.